They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up. To the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, alert, alert. 55, Mike, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the run.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. Stop here, D. Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check 55. Hug. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, you got D? Watch out. One down. What do you got?
Rosen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Stills the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rosen is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Monday. Hey, exit. Motion.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
180. 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 22's coming, Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 22, Mike 24.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trey, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Drake. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I got you. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got one. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
On 1st down, Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Out to the right here to Wilson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was T.J. McDonald. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays, picks up the 1st. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Rosen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brought in over the middle by Graham. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. On 1st and goal, Drake. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's a run with Ballage. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got a 1st down past the 30. This one complete right side to McDonald. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that blocks it.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, Vipers.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 43 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Double dog, that's the way. Shit. Alert. 55, 55.
And now it's Rosen looking. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Check, 55.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. He's tired.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Black 20. Eat. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Back now in Miami. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
No.
They'll look to run with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
You got nothing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 55. Hey, Zoo. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw is Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check 3.
They'll start the drive with Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Pass incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Yeah. 26 Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, quarter. 26 Mike. 3 buzz.
Throwing now is Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Everyone got four down.
From the gun, it's Drake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mark 55. Hey, Orbit. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
And the blitz does come. And to the left side here, Wilson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go. Do it. Ready? Black 80. Check 55 to the right. I got him.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds. Punt for the first time this afternoon. Rosen to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That's good for us Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Watch the run. Watch the run. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-5. Mike 50.
Hey, 5-7. All right, here we go.
First throw in overtime now for Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check. Wise motion. Mike. Monday. Check, 55. Mike.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
55.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Balaj. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.